Hey guys, Bruce here, Vintage Drum Restoration Garage. Another day, another drum, and today's going to be a little different. We're just going to buff out some Ludwig drums for my old buddy Ronnie here, and they're guys who subscribe to the channel, and I actually met them. I met Troy through an ad on Craigslist, and he came over and bought a cymbal, and we just became friends, drum buddies, and he introduced me to Ron, and I want you guys to meet these guys. So come on over, guys. Smile for the camera. This is my buddy Ronnie.
Yeah, Troy's going to stand behind me because he's tall.
And this is Troy here. And Ronnie came over here today with some interesting drums from the 60s.
1966, 67.
Yep. White Marine Pearl, 22, 13, 16 shells. We're going to buff them out. And I just thought I'd let the camera roll, and if you want to see the buffing process, I'll just do it here for you. So here we go. Let's see what this thing's doing here. Let me get this thing right.
You get the drum fair.
All right, so what we need to do here is
We're going to do the rings, right?
yeah. Let's
Which wheel are you buffing it on? That.
this one here.
Ooh,
Oh, you're
just
gonna
like
do
this.
car
Okay.
buffing.
Hold this like this.
I can do that. Like this?
Yeah.
You're going to start on the edge.
Yeah.
Now that goo you're using, what is that? Is that pigeon spit?
It's just 3M
Buffing compound?
buffing compound, Super Duty. That's what it is, guys.
So it's
I
not,
put it in this because
it's not pigeon spit.
I like a brush in there. Because I don't. Okay. So
Bud's
what I
going to
do,
laugh in this video.
what I'm going to do, is I'm going to buff this out, these inlays here first, and then we're going to tape them up. So here we go. Woo! Hey, easy. Spin it.
Hold on before you do that. Get back. All right, spin it. Hold on. Just get that stuff off there.
You have to hold it.
Oh, I was going to get my shirt.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Come on.
Drum fair.
That wasn't good.
What happened?
It shouldn't be plugged into this, really.
Right.
But it can be.
Throw a zip tie up.
Here we go.
Or that. You ready?
How are they looking? Yeah, we're just about all the way around.
Looking. You know, a little compound here, but
Well, that'll come right off.
yeah.
Okay, let's just get that goop off there.
Right? We'll get the goop off. Look what you did to my drum fair.
You poor thing, you.
Yeah, it comes
Don't
right
tell
off.
your mommy about it. Okay, look at that. Isn't that nice and shiny now?
It is. It's beautiful. It's a lot better.
It's almost brand new. So we'll get these things buffed out, and
Are we rattle canning those, or are we going to leave them the way they
yeah,
are?
but we're gonna
Right on the blue. Tape them
You
up.
can move then, you guys. I gotta get some.
Yeah.
I gotta get some tape. We'll get Ronnie started on taping these up. Did you watch my video on taping?
No.
Ronnie?
No, I didn't.
How dare you?
Right? You gotta watch the videos, evidently.
Okay, so this is old tape. Probably been kicking around for 20 years.
Ooh.
So you just have to piss around with it and it'll work.
Yeah, that's ancient.
You started doing
It'll
this
work
in the
You know, just
1800s.
yeah.
Did you start?
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
So
He's a time traveler.
So what you're going to do is you're going to run it around here, and you're going to have to go over it again to get this other edge. So as you're doing it, just watch that edge. Man.
Okay, so you're just going right on the edge.
You got to be super precise, man.
Yeah.
It's not a job for me.
Precision.
I can't even stay in the lines when I color,
Precision.
and I keep eating a blue one. My wife gets upset about that.
Who's going to do this? You?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All the crayons you ate when you were a kid.
Which edge are we on?
That top edge.
Okay. Well, I'm already off.
And then
I see.
are you watching it?
Yep.
Cool.
A little bit more. There we go.
We're trying to cover up the white.
Right. And not get into the black.
There you go. You're moving it. And then when you get to where you hit the tape over there,
Do it the
work
other
on
side.
the other side. Yeah. You don't need to rip it off.
We're protecting the pearl.
Grab that hoop now, Troy, and you can hold it. Are you afraid of getting dirty?
I am not.
Grab that hoop. Did you clean these hoops first? Did you?
No.
It looks like someone got some silver spray paint and went a little
That
bit
was not
wild
me.
with it on the inside of that.
I don't know why they.
Yeah, these need to be cleaned up, man.
You gotta wipe them down.
You can go outside and you'll be able to do that better, dude.
Oh yeah. There's more
You'll
light
be
up
able to
there.
see better.
And the other thing too is if you get that tape in the sun, it'll get a little bit more pliable too.
Yeah. So what I do is I go over it with this 4/0 steel wool because it cleans all the
Hey, it's warmer out here.
crap off there, and that buff just takes all those all that.
Oh, wow, I know about your special staple gun too.
Yeah, you do.
Uh-huh.
You've been watching my videos.
I do.
You're a loyal subscriber.
I do watch. This is again heritage that we're going to try to pass on to the next generation
I hope so.
if they are open to it.
Hey Troy, tell these guys about the set you just picked up today, man. That was really cool.
So I'm not going to mention any names, but it because I made a promise that I wouldn't. But it came from someone else that I subscribe to on YouTube, and I was pleasantly surprised when I went out to pick up a George Way black and gold Duco kit.
Awesome.
And it's kind of a new take on an old classic, if you will. It's about as close as I'm going to get to owning a Camco, I think, bud.
No, maybe not.
And so mahogany with re-rings, 12, 14, 20, classic sizes.
My sizes, man.
Classic sizes, all-purpose kit, just beautiful, and very, very happy to have it.
God, I was blown away to see it, man. Okay, brother, let's hold this here, and we're gonna concentrate on this hoop here. We gotta
Right.
Hold it down. Enough bragging.
He's not blowing smoke though.
Good, brother. Here we go. Wish I had a little more cord. It would help. Stay there. Would you? There we go. Will it stay?
I got it.
Okay, cool.
You know the interesting thing about this, bud, is you think
Sometimes the card gets full too. Okay,
We're not sure where we lost you.
yeah, probably doesn't matter. I was just talking about getting hold of an old friend of mine. So here's what's going on.
What's our problem? Oh, the badge. I already see it.
Now this badge here is lifting up here, as you can see, folks. And I'm going to attempt to, it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to try to get it to lay better. So what I'm doing here is there a light on there that we can tell if it's on? It's on. Okay, well, I've got a socket there, and I'm going to put the socket around here, and I'm going to try to just kind of, if you can hold this down, I'm just going to gently.
So loading in and out, people snag them on their shirts, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, probably. Who knows what happened here. I mean, this is really
That
hard.
grommet's a little loose too, eh?
It's, you know, it's either remove it or leave it. My choice is leave it.
Didn't Yes write a song about that?
Yeah. Look at this. This is a real mess, man.
So pop the grommet, flatten the badge out.
No, you don't want to. You never want to take the grommet out, because then you got unoriginality, man.
So the grommets are not reusable.
Well, it just looks like it's been off, man. I mean, you really want to look at that?
No, that will keep you out.
No, I just can't live with that kind of stuff. That's grounds for selling the drum for me.
Really?
Yeah, that's really that bad.
But we can tighten the grommet, yeah.
I can tighten it, yeah, but I'm trying to get it to lay as fast, which is it's nearly impossible without taking it off and rebending it. If someone knows a better way, I'm all ears.
Please, in the comments.
So we
Yeah, I see.
but I'll tell you, it's really tough to do. But it is coming down a little bit.
Is it?
A little bit.
We'll have to get the shell some more drugs if it's coming down.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see, which way is
It's not fentanyl.
I think these badges went this way, didn't they? No, it doesn't. No, because it shows up. Okay, so
Right. I'm not really sure on that.
yeah, I think that's the way it goes. Because you can see
Does it-
the way it looks.
Does it go towards the drummer or away? I think it
I
goes
guess
away.
it's away.
We just leave the grommet like that, and it'll be whoever buys the kit's choice.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a universal.
All right, so
So you're not keeping this, Ronny? You're going to sell it?
Well, we'll see what we get when it's done.
yeah,
I got some money invested in it now. I think
you
I
gotta keep
think I
it,
spent
man.
about $300 in parts because it was missing everything on the
All right,
bottom.
let's
I had
hold
the
this
hoops.
up here, Troy. Let's tighten it.
I've got it documented
Here.
so people know what I did.
There you go.
'Cause it's always nice to know the
You got it?
history.
Let's balance the shell up here.
Okay.
Up here.
Okay. So you might want to tell the camera what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've got the grommet balanced on a carriage bolt stuck inside of a vise.
Right, and I've shown this kind of procedure before.
So if you haven't been watching your videos,
we got the grommet. We're just going to tighten it up here.
please subscribe and please go watch the other video.
Yep, click the subscribe button.
You know what mainly I like to tell people is it's really the, can you lean it this way a little bit? It's really the like. the thumbs up thing for the algorithms. That helps out a lot.
Oh, hit the light.
I mean, so many people, and I do it myself. I go through people's videos and then I'm just done. You know, okay, it's over with. But really,
You don't like their stuff?
I forget. I just kind of turn it off. But now I do. I make a conscious effort.
You're aware of it.
Because let's face it, you know, people put a lot of time into this stuff, like I do, and
What do you think?
still really not right, is it? Can you lay it up there again? I'm gonna try to tighten this side. Man, that's bad. There's nothing really you can do though. You gotta tighten it.
I'm going to lay it up again.
Yeah, I'll try to tighten this.
Okay.
Try to tighten
Do you-
that one side.
So we go this
You want to put it this side? Can you do that?
I was just going to look at that if we got room.
I think we do. You got it on there?
Okay, hold up. Yes.
Let's see how tight that is now. I think it helped a lot. Is it moving?
No.
It's not moving as much. But it is lifted, and what we'll have to do is we just have to live with it, man, because I'm not taking it off.
So if you're carrying this around, you do not want to snag that. That's why we have on the olive badges, right? We got rid of the points and they rounded them off because people were snagging
That's
them
right,
in
yeah.
and out of gigs, and they would bust the corners of the badges off.
Yep, that's what they
That's
do.
a sad story, you know. It's just kind of a...
And I guess it looks good on the design table, but when you get it out into the practical world, sometimes these things.
Just don't work out.
Oh,
It's just...
I think I figured out what I was doing wrong on the first one. I had to redo it. I was holding my tongue wrong. I got
Hold it like that. Let me do this. Now, if we do this, it's really got some. It's got room to move.
Is that good?
Let me see here. Right there, Troy.
all right. You want to
All you gotta do is push down on this thing.
push down?
Yeah, so we get this thing to lean, like push down, see, like that.
Okay.
And see, I'm trying to create a space here. That way I can suck it into there. Ah,
Well, just suck it in.
sucker.
Just
Rather,
pretend.
rather than suck it out.
Pretend. Well, yeah. But just pretend you're in a vacuum.
Push down. Let's just see what we got here. Out here now.
See what we're working with.
Is it any better? Oh, God, it's turned.
No,
It's not.
it's not. And what's happening is the grommet's starting to pull through.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. See?
Let me see here.
Blow the brakes.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just that, you know, the further you go down, the more that thing wants to lose its arch. It's just, I mean, if a guy really wanted to get into it, you could go ahead and take it off and rebend it and put a new grommet on. I mean, if a guy really want,
No, you're modifying.
you are. So
What's-
it's a
what does
tough
that-
call.
What does that do to the value?
Well, what does that do to the value? You know, so
Well, which is the
Yeah,
worst?
that's it.
What's the lesser of two evils?
you know, I don't know. I'd probably say leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to leave it alone, and it's now spinning again freely.
Yeah,
So
I
what
know,
do we
but
do?
what do you do? What's
Let
I've
it spin,
seen
let it spin.
what I've seen guys do in the old days is they drill a hole in it and put a small screw in it. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Isn't it terrible?
Oh, I'd tackle someone.
For the back?
I've seen all these
I'd
things.
send
Yeah.
somebody to therapy over that.
So Okay, it's recording.
That was pure magic we just missed. We don't even know where you lost us, but the banter we had going on was pure magic.
Yes.
It was. You got a chemistry going on.
So,
Like
yeah.
Mentos and Coca-Cola.
I don't know. Let's see if it's any tighter. At least it's not totally spinning.
Yeah, just leave it.
It's just,
Let's call it good.
I don't know, man. It's kind of impossible.
So picture, if you will, when you're spinning around with your buffer there and you catch that.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tape over it.
And it just
We got tape.
And we're not going to
pulls
do
it right
that.
through, yeah.
So basically, we've got this. It's kind of a mess. You know, this thing is lifting here.
Yeah.
And it's loose. And, you know, what do?
JB will.
I mean, I just don't think that you can win here.
Just get some liquid nails and just
Yeah,
no.
people have done these.
whatever you
things,
do
and it
not
doesn't
do that.
work.
That was a joke.
So, what I would suggest is leave it.
Gorilla.
Let's see here.
Hey, it's better than it was. We'll take it just the
I
way
don't
it
think
is.
it's better or worse.
No, it is what it is. That was a snag. Probably caught it on some,
Yeah.
groupie's dress or something, or maybe her fishnet stockings. You never know. I hope they rip.
Okay, so
That was a long time ago. Her name was Estelle. Who names a kid that nowadays?
drummers are funny, man.
Drummers are always one beat off. All right on time.
Let's just put that over it, and we're just not going to get the buffer too close to it. That's all. That's all we can do, folks.
That's it. Yeah, I would just steer clear.
So you got those all done?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get you started on sanding those things.
Sanding, and then you talk about the tack coat with the primer, and then you do your full primer, and then
Right.
you do another layer of primer. And then you do a tack coat with the black, and then you do another tack coat with the black. And then you do about 4 layers.
Of lacquer.
Yeah, black.
So let me give you some paper. Here's a bunch of paper you can use.
Yeah.
And just you can use your hand to do it. But
I got a
I'll
hand.
give you this block.
Little
Since you're
sponge.
such a blockhead. Okay, just use it like this or whatever. And let's just go like this. Okay. And we're just gonna rough it up. That's all you need to do is rough it up. And then feel it. You know, you got all these little spots here.
Yep.
Now we could prime these and we can spot putty all over them if you really want to get nutty about it.
No. No.
All these places where the pedal.
The battle scars, I think, are character.
Okay, well then that's fine.
We want
It's yours, so you gotta live with it. I just go down as far as you want to go. Okay.
Okay.
So I like that, showing some wood,
Yeah.
and then don't be afraid to use newspaper. I always say use the paper. You turn it this way.
That's why you got it.
Just keep using.
So there's one thing that gets your goat, bud. Would you say it's clogged sandpaper?
What?
He had a picture of goats in his living room. Those were goats, right? It was totally out of character. I don't know what they were doing there, but one of them had a bell around his
Pardon
neck,
my
so maybe
family.
that was it.
Yes. Put some more pressure on it.
Leave that go. It's
Oh, we fill those with Bondo.
yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
Refill or refill?
when you get a pipeline.
He didn't offer up an explanation for the goats.
Barely. Tighten that up. Tighten it up. Tighten it real tight. Tight, 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 tight. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that little gouge in there.
Because it'll come right off there.
Here's
Look.
another one.
Tighten it up. There you go. All right,
Oh,
now.
I didn't want to, you know.
It's not gonna hurt anything. All right, here we go. Let's buff this thing out.
Are we at the good angle here for buffing, or do we want to move the
I don't
camera?
think you got it right. No, I think you'd want it over here. I don't think the that thing dropped. You got this.
Oh, this is where
How's that looking?
this is where the
It's
barrel,
looking good.
Get it
this is where
closer.
the barrel goes.
How's it looking? Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Cool.
You edit these, I'm sure.
I really don't. I like just raw form. Okay, here we go. Look at that.
Oh wow, look at that.
Let's see.
Look at it from the side.
Okay, which side?
Oh wow, that's like a mirror
Oh wow.
compared to this. If
Wow.
if
Look
you
at
get-
this, and then look at that.
Yeah, I can see it. Wow.
So the one thing that we wanted to talk about is the yellowing is the thing of age
It's
that
not
people
going to
love.
go away.
But
if you wanted to get rid of the yellow, what would you do?
Well, there's different ways that you're going about it. Chemicals is a good way of going about it. I don't like that. I like the yellow
Yeah,
myself.
I
But
would
And
agree.
then
Would you use this?
You could really get radical and sand them.
What
And
sand?
You wet sand them, you know, and
What kind of grit? 480, 4, 5, 6?
5, maybe 6, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But why?
What's the big deal here?
We like the yellow. This
just
is Arizona.
old-
We got a
old
lot of
drums.
yellow.
They look sweet. Here we go. Hold that drum, because I got to go
Now
on
you know.
the edge here.
Yeah, that buffer, I venture to guess, would pull that badge right out. But
Well, it would start spinning.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here we go.
And it'd probably do some
Loosen
damage,
this.
too, on the way.
okay.
Or as they say in Arkansas, unloosen it. Sorry, Arkansanians.
I'm sure the Clintons are watching.
Okay, now push down on this real hard while you're tightening. You know, that way it really locks in there.
So this is a jig you made for this, specifically for this?
I'll just put some of this stuff on the shell.
Yeah, that tape's coming up.
It doesn't matter, we're done with that.
Cool.
Here we go, guys. Well, that's not even a finished buff. So loosen that up, or unloosen it. There we go.
I mean, like that, when it's along the grain,
Yeah.
there's really not much you can do
Yeah,
about
I mean, what do you do? Put Bondo in there? What for?
You could put Bondo in there, yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go. These drums were all over back when I was a kid, man. There were so damn many of these.
Yep,
Ringo sold 1 million drum sets, man.
he sure did.
Or millions.
He definitely has his own feel, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, great player, man.
Oh yeah. Good. We went to see Beatles Brain tribute band,
Oh yeah.
and that drummer, he got the head shake. He had it all right. I don't know how long he must have studied Ringo, but it wasn't for a week. It must have been years.
But think about it. It's one thing to copy people, but to think of those things, you know,
To get the feel.
to play with that greatness, and then you know he'll play like bugga da 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 bud, you know, these quarter note triplets.
Yep,
He'll
better
put them
than
in
that.
there. It's really interesting how he came up with all these things, and with all.
Yeah,
so-
nobody. Who was doing it before him?
Oh no, he was
I-
inventing it.
He's just a left-handed player trying to play right-handed.
Yeah.
As a result, I
I try to, I try to play my two characters in forums. You see these forums, and they're all expecting to win that. You got these people that are, oh yeah, he's strong, he ain't no good. I'm like, you guys are everything wrong. You guys have dynamics, you have everything. You have great words. Good time, that's all right. So like they come together, they're good partnerships. Let's cover the drums with sheets. So we covered the drums with sheets.
there you go.
And Ringo went, hey, I like
How
that
many more
sound.
rotations we got?
Oh, well, we're getting there.
I think this is good. This one was in a lot better shape
Okay,
than
but
that.
now you're going to need to go over the outside.
Yep, yep. So I'm going to need a different, something different. What do I need different?
Well, just you know, like
Use my hand.
yeah. yeah.
See, I've been doing that.
That's what I do. I do.
My wife told me last night, too. She said,
Use your hand.
yeah. Nothing like an Android.
Okay, look at it. There you go. Okay. Your thumb right on there.
Got that. Got it.
And just work it out. And then turn it around to the other side. All right. And then we'll go over the top later.
Yeah, that's
Guess what? Now your battery's flashing.
Yeah, I know. We'll get that. We'll get that taken care of.
It seems to me, Bud, that camera is trying to inhibit your progress, man.
Yeah.
a little reluctant in wearing this, but I thought, it'll clean it.
I'll put the camera a little closer for you guys so you can check it out.
The tortoise is going to get in on the mix here.
Okay, is the tortoise?
Don't let him come in here.
What do you want me to do? I'm not a bouncer.
Where is he?
He went over to the right there. Look,
Oh yeah, he's okay.
Okay,
Because
good.
if he gets out, then it's
I
a big
don't know,
problem.
I can card him, but
and
How are we doing here?
just
Did we
FYI.
turn it? Did we turn it?
yeah, we turned it. Do you want me to? We need a little more rotation.
A little bit more, because I can get up higher. Yeah, oh yeah, this was it. Okay, great. Last deal.
Yeah, that tortoise wasn't so slow when it took off that one time.
No.
oh, did it make a run for it?
Shit.
Okay, now I'm gonna I'm gonna change my buffing wheel.
So we got beef. We got beef with the rewrappers. Rewrappers are putting stuff up on our local sites here, and they're asking original wrap money for them, which is kind of puzzling.
Right?
We're not going to name names. We're just going to make a
It's a
statement.
rewrap. Well, and you want 1,800 for it? You're out of your mind.
2,200 more is more like it.
Whatever. Guy had a club date, rewrap, and so I followed to see what would happen. He sent me a thing for he's selling for 18. He's going to sell it to me for 15. I'm like, yeah, you know it's a rewrap. You know it.
Not when you can walk into a music store and buy an original wrap for 11 for 3 drums.
Right?
Right.
Which music store though? See, that's
Well, there's one local one here. I'm not really sure I want to pay him tribute in our video here. I'm going to leave everything nameless.
yeah, it's that one
Because
though.
really the only brand we're talking about here is Ludwig and the Vintage Drum Restoration Garage today.
But that's the one that they rewrap. They take it over to their buddy or some guy in New York, or this is the best guy.
Well,
That-
look.
I like the way Bud would do it. Bud would use old rewrap. Wouldn't it?
I don't even like rewrap, period. I'm really not a fan.
But you have rewrap, right?
Yeah, but
it's
I
ancient.
do it for people, but I don't really want to
Right.
live with it. I can't live with a rewrap myself.
You always lean toward the staining something if the wrap fails, huh?
Yeah, I'd rather have a wood grain, but that's just me. Okay, guys, this is super rare stuff. I actually found this at a yard sale the other day.
What is it?
This is liquid ebony. This is the best stuff. They haven't made it in 20 years. It eliminates wheel marks. It is super killer. And I'm going to donate some of this to this fix because this gives the absolute most brilliant shine. You can't get a final shine like this stuff gets. And I've seen a used bottle of this recently go for $86 on eBay. Not even full. Can you believe it? So, and you don't need much, like a couple drops. And
$86, huh?
I used one,
Well, I appreciate
you know.
Careful that doesn't fall, because that's rocking back and forth over there.
What's going on?
talking about this.
Yeah, it's set on the,
Oh,
that set screw. I could just see that.
I used to paint cars when I was a young guy, and
Well, I was going to say, when you were a guy,
a younger guy.
I was going to say, whoa.
No offense, but
Where are we
that's just
now?
not you.
Well,
And,
careful doesn't come in and go through the back because you'll get lost.
Okay.
Oh, that's exactly where
Yeah, here we are.
there's a tortoise, a big one.
No, you can't go in there.
All right, I don't think this was shaking well. You want to hold it up there, buddy? And so what I was saying here is that I used to paint cars a little bit when I was a younger lad, and this stuff was around, and I'd paint a few of them in a black lacquer, and this was the finest you could get. when you finally wet sanded and buffed them. And
Come out like that.
this was really great stuff, and you just really can't find anything that removes the wheel marks like this. And so I was really elated to get this stuff yesterday. Okay, here we go. Alright, cool.
So is this coming out as you expected?
Well, we'll see.
It's definitely leads different than what it was before, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, let's get it done first before we jump for joy.
And my finger there in the little badge.
Yeah,
so,
you can see how dull it is around the badge because we can't go over it. See?
Right.
But
I did.
That's life.
I did feel that pad hit my finger,
Yeah.
and I could definitely feel the bite of the pad.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely taken a layer of sludge off. Okay, B, go on. There's plenty of flowers here. Go. Go away now.
All right. Here we are. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of buffing these Ludwig drums out for Ronnie. Hey Ronnie, come on over here. How you doing today, bud? Tell
doing
me all
good.
about it.
I'm ready. Hey, I found a Slingerland set that had Ludwig parts on it. I could use the parts. So.
Those are the best parts on that drum set.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, good set to part out, and we're going to get right to work here. And like I say, this is just going to be raw footage, and you guys can check it out or check out completely.
I don't think they will.
So okay,
They like you.
we've made a major decision here, folks. We've decided to go ahead and take the badge off. As much as I don't like to, it's just too hard to live with. Where is the badge? And you can see the badge is sticking up here, and it's just going to be a problem later on. So we're going to eliminate that problem. And I happen to have a grommet that I think I got it on eBay. This guy bum wrap drums or bum wrap drums. They have drum wrap and grommets and different things. So you get 3 grommets for $15, and they're pretty close to the originals. They'll fit Ludwig and Camco and different ones. So we're going to remove this, much to my displeasure, but okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we've committed blasphemy on these drums, and as you can see, this badge is bent right here around this, bent inwards, you know, from them pulling up. You can see it's all unflat, as we can say. So what I do here is this is like a rubbery surface. I'm not so sure I like that, but I'm going to put it over here on this wood, and I'm just going to tap on it and bring get this thing all nice and flat again. There we are.
You tap it on the backside so you don't.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then here's what I do, guys. I take this and I give it a nice arch. I think I've demonstrated this on other videos. That way when it goes up against the shell, it just kind of sucks right down on there and it'll straighten out up against the shell, and that's what you want. You don't want these edges coming up. So let me just make sure this is what I want here.
A little bit of
Tug and pull. Give me that grommet over there, Ron. Oh, and here, let me tell these guys something here real quick.
It's the grommet.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
on
right
the,
there.
oh yeah. That.
Okay, now if you guys are ever wondering on these Ludwigs, they have these baseball bat, as they're called, tone controls. And when I'm buffing them out, I don't take the stopper off because I just assume just shine up that screw, but the rest of it has to come off. So here's the order. Of course, this part goes in first, this, and then the nut goes on. Then this slips through this, and the rest is in order. The washer, the spring, the nut gets tightened on so far on here, just so far to where there's some sticking out. So you can get this part on, that washer, and this. So we'll go over that here in a minute. I just wanted to show it before Ronnie hits this head and everything gets out of order.
I'm not going to bump the head. I bump myself in the head.
There you go. Don't bump me, man. Okay.
Here's the grommet.
Grommet coming your way.
Grass.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and
I gotta take a picture.
put this badge back on there, but I have to make sure this badge is
Who's gonna?
see, I think that they had this badge turned around, man. I think that the
yeah.
badge is supposed to be facing, reading towards the drummer, don't you think? If you look at the I mean, I wish we had a Ludwig here. Whoa.
Yeah, right.
Eddie Van Halen.
Radar love.
But look at this. Look at where look at the outline of the I mean, I'll put it any way you want,
Let me see.
but if you look
Let's go to drummer's archive.
if you look closely at this, look at the outline of the yellow on the white marine pearl.
60s vintage badge placement.
Here are some pictures that match.
Let's try this. 60s Ludwig vintage black badge placement.
Okay, we were doing a quick search on eBay for a Ludwig Keystone badge bass drum, and we found that the badge is facing, like if you were playing the drums facing, you know, the drummer.
Readable from the drummer's side.
Readable from the drummer's side. So that's what I thought. And I'm rarely wrong.
Well, there was that one time in '62. You were just
Were
a
you
baby.
there?
You were just a baby. You were, what, 10?
Were you there, man? Jeez. 10. All right, so here we
8?
are.
How old were you in '62?
62, I would have been like 6.
Oh, okay. I was 3.
Okay, so
So I see that there's a little bit of a...
see, here's the thing, man. When you're putting these badges on, you can't have too much sticking through, man, Because if you do, you could really, it could look real sloppy.
Right. So is that a little...
So I might have to
Grind
cut
it down
some
a little
off.
bit?
Yeah, yeah. Easily said. Hard done. Just a second, folks. All right, guys. We got that badge on there. Looking pretty nice now. Have it facing the right way. It was facing out
Yeah, you have to have
before.
a badge application.
And then there's the inside if you want to see it. Okay. There's that. So we'll
Over
just,
here. Wait a minute.
Ronnie
Hit
wants
the
to say
like
something.
button and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button because that helps us out. We appreciate that.
Okay, guys, what we got going here now, we got that base drum all done. What I do is before buffing is I put a piece of tape over the badge and I cut around it, and I'll show you in a minute how we do that. Red, it's ready.
We're ready.
All right, so guys, Ron's going to hold this here in a minute, but what I did was I put a piece of tape, and you can see the badge here. What I do is I put that tape here so when I'm buffing, I don't ruin the badge. So how do you do that? Well, you cut around it with a brand new blade. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to cut around this whole thing and, you know, then we're going to peel it off, and then we'll only have that one badge part showing. So that's what I'm going to do. You want to just hold that?
Yep, I got it. Over the shoulder. Look at
And I
that.
try not to go down into the drum. I really don't want to touch the drum
Yeah.
at all.
You don't want to hit the wrap.
I mean, I'm just barely gliding on it, you know?
Yeah, so if you can't afford a brand new blade, you probably shouldn't be doing this at all. So
Yeah. Here's this. Okay, we're just about there. Let's see. See if we are there. Want to pull that up?
hey,
Good
that's
tape, huh?
That's some good tape.
Don't, if it isn't cut, go ahead and pull it up and let's see if we are, yeah, oh, we're good.
Looks like you cut over
Look
here.
at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that, folks. Come on. Give the guy a hand.
It's crazy. The guy's incredible.
So that's what I do. Okay, now that we're just going to fasten it down in the old clamperoo
Oh, look at that.
and
Give it a shot.
buffer down. And I think they've seen all this buffing.
They've seen the buffing. Hit the like button. Now, I just wanted to ask, is there any special way you have to hold your tongue? It's different than when you're playing drums, correct?
Firmly in your cheek, buddy.
Look at this guy. He's a lady killer. Look at him. He's got a wonderful
The
wife.
remnants.
He's got a wonderful wife. She's awesome.
And she doesn't understand us a bit. Here we go, guys. So that's kind of tricky getting around that badge, you know, and getting that all nicey. Because
And Bud has taught me a new technique. It's not really the tongue. It's more of the lips moving around. Almost like what a drummer would do. You know, what you would see on any of your famous drummers, moving their mouth around.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's the rhythm machine right
Is
there.
that what I do?
Yeah. Yep.
It's all that coffee I drink.
Let's see. Let's get him. See, there's your tongue.
Show and finish.
Look at that.
From a side view is better. You can really.
Well, I mean, it's shining like a new penny. I'll tell
pretty
you.
good. Yeah.
Yep.
For an old what?
Yeah, look at the difference. I mean, when you look at the
How old is
difference,
this
you can
thing?
actually see.
66.
1966. So yeah, it's enough to be my mother.
This is what? I'm 66, and so this is 56 years old, man.
It's 1 year older than my wife, and she's young. She'll tell you.
Okay.
But you can see the clear difference. I mean, from there to there,
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy. I'm
we
gonna
go.
get it at a better angle here. I gave him the sky cam view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good because you can really see what you're doing.
Oh, and then buffing cleans up that screw too.
Oh, yeah.
So I leave my little brush in there.
Yep.
Skycam.
Sky cam.
Just about there.
Look at these hoops. Wow. Look at that shine. Oh, man.
Much better.
You can see yourself in that. Look at that. Wow. It's crazy. It's amazing. Oh, look at that.
That thing's still red on there.
You could
this
come to
the
this
same
shop and
recorder?
just, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, look at this.
What's going on now?
Oh, I was just looking at the rims. She's got rims everywhere. And he doesn't have enough, trust me. Now, if any of
these
it-
are like a final buff.
If any of you have any questions, I promise you, if you just put them in the comments, and he will get back to you. I believe he'll give you his email address, and you guys can ask him any questions that you want. He's happy to answer them. Is that correct, bud?
Yeah.
Yep, you're pretty good about that.
Now look at that.
Wow. Now that's the final. That's what.
Yeah, that's the final.
When I worked in the plating shop, they would call that color buffing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what they call
That's
it.
when you're doing metal, though.
That's when you're doing metal, but that takes any of the dirty impurities off the piece of metal, and I suspect that this is doing the same.
Okay.
There we go. We're back. We're back.
Very nice.
Yeah, that stuff has a cool smell too. It smells like work.
That's some rare stuff, man.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah, so anybody find any of that stuff, send them to Bud. He'll pay for the shipping. What's it called?
It's called liquid ebony.
Liquid ebony.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Really rare stuff.
Tastes good. Yeah. Wow. So there was a scratch right there. You can't see it no more. There was a really faint surface scratch that went across
Was there?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
It'd be gone.
It's gone. Now, I won't take care of gouges, but I'm telling you, that was incredible.
So, what I do is
I hope
get
you've seen
by
that.
you and I give it a quick.
And what's that? Brillo. Furniture.
Well, any kind of furniture polish.
Right. Is it kind of
Yeah.
got a wax base or something?
Yeah, and then it just gives it that really brilliant shine, keeps it nicey. So after you put all your parts on, you might want to do that at home and
Right.
give it a quickie. But make sure that it's got that real smooth. It's finished when you don't feel any more drag.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can feel drag right now.
Yep.
It's drying out.
That's the same way when you're polishing up rims or anything else.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll let you take these tape off here.
Okay. All right.
Hey guys.
We have a
So that's the part of that. Okay, now we're going to put this tone control back in this 13 here, but as you can see, can you see this? It's bent.
Oh, it is.
So I'm going to show you how to fix it. Ronnie's going to hold the camera.
I got the camera.
We're just going to put this thing in my trusty vise. And don't hit this with anything metal.
Nice little wood hammer.
I tell people, that fucking, I'm not sure if it cracked. Might have cracked a little bit.
Oh, really?
See a crack in there?
I don't know.
You sounded like a grandpa.
Did he
I don't
crack it?
know. I think there is of a crack.
So do you want to just keep it the way it is? And
Yeah, we're going to keep
Yep.
it the way it is.
All right. Well, I mean, if
I
it's
don't think it's
if it cracked because it was cracked, not because you cracked it.
Well, I did put some stress on it. But
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it was stressed from being bent.
Right.
So-
And not oiled, and that part too, right?
Right.
And the not oiled part. Oil is very important.
Okay. So there it is. Looks pretty straight now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we have a problem with it down the road, we just hop on over to eBay. I found out that if you just watch something, half the time they'll send you an offer.
Yeah.
Yep. You just let it sit there for
We
a
got
week.
some.
Just
We got
watch
some
it for a week.
specs on here. All right. So Ronnie's going to put this thing back together here, but he's got another project he wants to show me first. This is a little bonus for this. I think he got something for me to weld or something. So
yeah, we got to take
go
it
ahead and
apart.
go get it.
I put it together. You'll get to see my
He buys and sells cheap drum sets here in Phoenix, and I guess some guy came to him and wanted something repaired or whatever, and he asked me if I could help, and I said sure. Even though it's not an American drum.
Well, yeah, but there might be some people over across the drink that might be offended by us calling it cheap drum. Premier are not cheap drums. They're just not American, and well, we like American
Well,
drums.
actually, I've played on those drums, and they sound pretty darn good. Really.
Well, yeah, these are. I believe this is a mahogany. Looks
I
like.
mean, I used to do jazz festivals and have to play on whatever was offered, you know.
Where would you
So
like me to put it? Oh,
let's have a look at it first here. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. Hey, well, thanks for visiting with us over here at the Vintage Drum Restoration Garage, and hopefully if you like this video, you'll hit the like button. That has something to do with the algorithms, and maybe one of these days I'll make 10 cents off of this venture that I'm doing here. It's not about the money, it's about helping people out and passing on information. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and here's Ronnie. He's going to say goodbye.
thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. This guy's. I tell you, message him. He'll get back to you. Thank you.
Send me $1 million, all right? All right, guys. Take care.
You're worth $1 million.